So the language in terms of the alphabet and writing is actually very simple. It's they don't have that many characters, and the characters themselves are easy to draw. When I was in the MTC, I learned how to write Korean within a day. Like that first day I was in the MTC, because it's very basic, it's very simple. But speaking it, understanding it, it's actually very difficult, and the grammar is probably different. It's almost completely backwards from English, and so. But in terms of tips, it's the tip that I got when I was on my mission, that actually served well. That drives my mom up the wall though, because when I speak, I kind of sound I sound feminine. And so I kind of speak like a girl sometimes. But the tip that helped me to speak Korean well was to imitate Korean women when they speak. And the reason why is because they enunciate their words very clearly and very well. Korean men, they just mumble, and it's hard to understand sometimes speaking to them. But yeah, if I were to go to Korea and were to try to pick up the language, and to try to sound more like native and to have better enunciation, I would definitely listen and kind of imitate female Korean speakers, because it's true, they just enunciate clearer and better, and you're able to. And the missionaries that I knew that spoke Korean the best tended to have those same tendencies, But yeah, and there's definitely just they have a couple of characters that we don't have. They have a lil, which is kind of a in between an R and an L. It's why Koreans have such a hard time differentiating between an R and an L in English. It's because their character is kind of like in between the two, but it's neither an R or an L. And so if you want to really practice on that, obviously you can kind of learn, but really focus on that, because that's probably where an American who's trying to learn Korean sounds a lot like an American, because they can't pronounce that, and it's kind of hard for them to do it. So, but yeah, it's obviously it takes practice, and it just takes going out there and making a fool of yourself for a while. But after some time, you're able to pick it up and move forward with that. So.